The Rio Grande. Although not the longest river in America, the Rio Grande is one of the most important. But, unlike other significant rivers, it is not used for shipping. In fact, ocean-going ships cannot navigate the waters. No, what makes the Rio Grande so important is its location. Since 1846, it has been the official border of Texas and Mexico. Geography. The Rio Grande is either the fourth or fifth longest river system in North America. It all depends on how it is measured. Because the river twists so much, it occasionally changes course. And these course shifts can cause it to be longer or shorter. At its last official measure, the Rio Grande clocked in at 1,896 miles. The river starts in Colorado and extends downward to the Gulf of Mexico. Downward is the best way of describing it too. Not only does the river extend south, but it also starts in the mountains and gets lower and lower in elevation as it extends to the Gulf. Its name is Spanish for the Big River. But the Rio Grande is actually known as Rio Bravo in Mexico. Bravo translates as furious, so the name makes sense. Because of its twists and turns, it certainly does seem to be angrier than most rivers. The Rio Grande today is mostly used as a source of drinking water. Sadly, much of the water has been drained from the river. Parts of the river are almost dry. This is because people use more water from the river than the river can get back from rain and other sources. Experts are working to correct this, though, with hopes of restoring the river to its past strength. Today, the river is important as a source of water for Texans and Mexicans. More important, it is a symbol of cooperation between two nations. Though borders like the Rio Grande separate nations, they are also shared spaces. The Rio Grande is therefore a symbol of friendship and peace between two peoples.
Questions. Number 1. According to the passage, why is the Rio Grande so important? A. It is a source of drinking water for most of the United States. B. It is the border of Texas and Mexico. C. It is the longest river system in the United States. D. It is known by two different names. Answer. B is correct. In the first paragraph, the author writes that what makes the Rio Grande so important is its location. He or she adds that it is the official border of Texas and Mexico. This implies that its location as the border of Mexico and Texas is what makes the Rio Grande so important. Because of this, choice B is correct. The passage does suggest that the Rio Grande is the source of drinking water for people in Mexico and Texas. But the passage does not suggest it is a source of drinking water for most Americans. Therefore, choice A is incorrect, because it is too extreme. The second paragraph states that the Rio Grande is either the fourth or fifth longest river system in North America. Because of this, choice C is not correct. The passage does say that the Rio Grande is known by two different names in Mexico and the United States. It does not suggest that the river is important because of its two names, though. This means choice D is not correct. Question number 2. Based on its use in paragraph 4, the word furious most nearly means A. Angry. B. Large. C. Twisted. D. Dry. Answer. D is correct. To answer this detailed question, we need to find the part of the passage that describes the location of the Rio Grande. This occurs in the middle section, the one labeled Rio Grande Geography. There, in paragraph 3, the author states that the river starts in Colorado and extends downward to the Gulf of Mexico. This means the river's endpoints are Colorado and the Gulf of Mexico. It also means choice D is correct. The passage states that the Rio Grande separates Texas and Mexico. It does not state that the river starts in Texas though. Because of this, choice A is not correct. The passage never mentions New Mexico. Even though the Rio Grande starts in Colorado, it does not end in New Mexico. Because of this, choice B is not correct. The passage states that the Rio Grande separates Texas and Mexico. It does not state that the river starts in Texas though. Because of this, choice C is not correct.